It's time now for Media News with Comic Book Man and JR. Now with half the calories of the regular news.
I like them French fried taters.
Media News, episode 121, Ice on the Dice.
Hey folks, Comic Book Man here. Welcome once again to my video outhouse. It's time for JR.
Media News
Media.
with JR and Comic Book Man at this place. Are you okay?
Alternate reality. We're all new comics 15% off every day for everyone, including all Iron Man comics. Oh, and there's been a big change in the status of the Iron Man movie, Iron Man 3. What's going on with it?
John
Iron Man will be
Favreau
in
has
it.
left the building. Yeah. The official.
Well, after 2, I mean...
Well, here's the thing. The official line is John Favreau said that he would like to move on to something non-sequel oriented that would kind of challenge him a little bit. A third film in a franchise is just kind of spinning your wheels, and that's understandable.
Well,
All right?
Sam Raimi managed it for 3 films, although he was spinning his wheels.
Well,
back
that
then.
third one.
But Favreau beat him to the punch because Favreau was spinning his wheels in the second one.
A little bit, yeah. Well, that's...
Raimi got a really good 2 out.
That's the official line, and you bring up an interesting point, Comic Book Man, because the unofficial line is that the star of the both Iron Mans, Robert Downey Jr.
Oh,
that
him,
guy,
Sherlock Holmes.
yeah, him too, was not too happy with the second film. And
Why not?
If you noticed,
Does he blame the director?
Robert Downey and Jon Favreau did not do press together for Iron Man 2 because Robert Downey Jr. told friends that he secretly thought the second film kind of blew. And this led to a...
Well, why did you do it then?
Why else do you do things in Hollywood, Comic Book Man?
Well, you know, if you're
Starts
gonna
with a chaw and ends with a chain.
if you're gonna accept a check for it and not, you know, put up any sort of stink creatively during the process, shut up.
Well, he waited till after the process was over. Well,
Oh yeah, that movie we just made, that really
he didn't
sucked.
do any.
Thanks for going though.
When he did the press, he didn't come out and say this movie sucks.
Yeah, I know.
He told the company line, but this led to a divide between him and Favreau, and
Yeah.
Favreau really just wants to move on to greener pastures at this point. So, and I'm sure Favreau was going to cost more at the third time around. So, Marvel being Marvel, they're probably pleased as punch that Mr. Favreau are coming back to the fold.
Any idea who they get to take his place?
No, it's a little early in the process. This was
What's
just
Josh
announced.
Whedon doing?
This was in the Avengers.
I know, but what's Josh Whedon doing?
Avengers comes out before.
Exactly.
Avengers would come out before Iron Man 3. Well, I guess that's all
So
going
there
to
you
be
go, right
contingent upon
afterwards.
how Avengers performs.
But yeah, but I don't think they're going to wait to start production on Iron Man 3 until Avengers actually comes out and makes money. I mean, they're going to have that in gates and getting ready for production before then.
I guess Liam Neeson can make his directorial debut.
Yes, we're flogging the Liam Neeson horse
Yeah,
once
well-
again.
Well, you know, Favreau's got this Magic Kingdom movie he's going to be doing. He's
Yeah.
putting the bow tie on the Cowboys versus or Aliens or Cowboys. Or
Yes, I'm
whatever
sure that'll be very challenging.
And, well, you know, we're not going to go there, but that's it. No more Jon Favreau.
Okay, well, sorry to hear that.
On a side note, Gwyneth Paltrow will not be in the Avengers as Pepper Potts.
Well, are they going to have Pepper in them?
No.
Well, what's his face is still in there as Iron Man.
Yes.
Robert Downey Jr.
Yeah.
Okay.
But no Pepper.
Okay. Flash
that's all.
Thompson. Flash Thompson has been cast in the Spider-Man movie. Who is
Yeah, Chris Zylka. He's a new actor. He's never really done anything
Xylophone?
before. Yeah, him too. And that's so you got a fresh, young 20-something to play the part of Flash Thompson.
it? Okay. Over on the DC side, Christian Bale has said he can't wait to do 20 more Batman films after this one. He wants to make this his life's work playing Batman.
Oh, contraire.
Oh, really?
Comic Book Man, yes. He says,
Really?
along with Christopher Nolan, this will be his last turn in the cape and cowl. Because in the next film,
That's-
Warner Brothers hasn't said, but they're going to go the 60s route. And
Really?
no. No.
The Batusi.
Yeah, there's going to be
It'll-
dancing. And
Like a hand in a
so it's all over. This is going to wrap it up, and Christian Bale's gone too.
Look at that carousel wax.
Marvel Comics is, whatchamacallit, Twilight. is
Yeah,
being
Twilight
adapted.
screenwriter Melissa Rosenberg
What's
is
that?
working on a pilot script for this very property right here.
A prop.
Jessica Jones. Isn't that her name, Jessica Jones? Is that the
Well,
character?
Jessica Jones, yeah.
Yes, this
the
is-
comic series was called Alias.
This
Jessica
will be
Jones.
coming to whatever CW or whatever it's going to.
Oh, it's going to go CW?
Well, it's going to be on one of those kind of stations because I don't think
one of those,
major
one of
net-
those stinky
one of-
kind of stations.
One of the major networks is probably. Oh no, I lied. Comic Book
Festiva
Man.
Telemundo.
I lied.
What?
Scratch that CW stuff. ABC.
Oh, another stinky network.
Yeah. For fall of 2011, coming soon. this fine
fall of
deal,
2011.
right? And it will be the fall of 2011 because in 2012 the world ends.
For those of you who aren't aware, who've never heard of Alias,
It's not the other alien.
it's a continuity implant. Yeah, it's not Electro. It's not
Jennifer
Electro.
Garner.
Yeah, Jennifer.
Jennifer Garner.
It's got nothing to do with that. It's a continuity implant over at Marvel, character who never existed, that Brian Bendis inserted into Marvel continuity. She was a superhero, like, say, back in the 80s, you know, when a certain team of Avengers were running around with Cap and Thor and Iron Man and Hawkeye and all them. She was in a couple of episodes, or issues, I should say, of the Avengers, and then something happened to her, and she quit, and then her life went to hell in a handbasket.
And this book, from what I understand, I have not read it. I don't know if you have read it, but it's
very good.
Very well respected within
very
the
good.
realm of
It's very good.
comic book
It's
land.
very good. She doesn't have any special. She's got superpowers, but not so it would put her in the upper stratosphere. She's sort of like a Hawkeye.
From MASH?
No, from the Avengers. She's sort of on that level. She has a power, but it's not.
It's
really,
not an overt.
No, it's not a big deal. It's
she's
not a
not
big
a
deal.
god.
It's enough to get her in the group, but nothing else.
Okay.
Nothing else.
All right. Coming soon to television.
Continuing Stargate, the Stargate universe has been canceled. Oh, thank you,
Yeah.
God!
For the first time in a decade, the Sci-Fi channel, Sci-Fi,
Sci-Fi.
Sci-Fi, will not have a Stargate series on because Universe has been pulled the plug on.
Because we
Close
have
the
beat
gate.
the hell out of
Oh
Stargate.
yeah, I was working on a show called Stargate Redundant, but they wouldn't let me finish it. So.
Stargate redundancy.
Yes, and so the last 10
Where are
episodes.
we at? We're on the universe of
Mine's
redundancy.
put opening up in Gary, Indiana.
Sci-Fi's been handing out the,
Stargate Gary.
the pink slips over there because Caprica got the boot recently, and now this series is going. But the remaining 10 episodes are going to air in the early part of 2011, and
But
then that's it.
Gatoroid versus Tarantuloid.
That's a Sharktopus is coming soon to the Sci-Fi Channel.
Sharktopus.
Which, by the
I
way,
love
this is a
Sci-Fi.
side note. We don't have it in our breaking the third wall. It's not on my notes, but the Sci-Fi Channel is entering into the motion picture arena, comic book.
They always have been. They've done fine
no,
motion
no,
pictures
no,
like
not
Mansquito.
television, not television motion pictures. The
Oh, big
theatrical
screen.
realm. Yeah.
Oh, I'm not going to pay for see that
They-
crap. I don't think
They
so.
signed a development deal with some independent producer, and they're going to be working on some
Who do they think is going to pay to see the crap they do?
chumps. Chumps.
Great.
Chumps with
Chumps
10
with
bucks in their
lumps.
wallet, burning a hole.
Okay, last story we got.
What's our last story?
Torchwood.
Yes.
The new season of Torchwood
Yes,
is rocketing your way, and who's in the cast?
on the Stars Channel.
On the
It's
Stars
an
Channel.
American and British co-production. Mackay Pfeiffer, fresh from the recently canceled ER, long-running ER, has joined the cast as one of the new regular American characters. Rex Matheson is the name of the character.
Who did he play? On
On ER, he was Dr. Pratt.
Okay.
Dr. Pratt. I have no clue. I gave up on ER many.
Remake of Dawn of the Dead, he was in that too.
Yes, that is correct. Our esteemed cameraman has just said that he was in Dawn of the Dead, the remake of Dawn
I'm
of the
not
Dead.
steamed, I'm fried.
And he's also wearing a very distracting shirt. It's very hot,
You
and
can
I
see my
can't,
nipples.
pay attention to anything. But anyway, and also the big news in the casting is Mr. Bill Pullman, the poor man's Harrison Ford. Has
The
joined
Bill
the
Pullman from
the
Independence
Bill,
Day,
that
Bill
is- yes,
Pullman,
this
the
is
President
our
of the United
Independence
States.
Day, exactly.
This is our Independence
He
Day.
has joined the cast, yes.
Who's he playing?
Oswald Jones, a psychotic serial killer who gets
Sweet.
swept up into the worldwide terrifying incidents that happen in this season.
So he's not on the team. He's
No,
the protagonist.
But he will be in every episode. Well, there you go. The voice of God has just said he's.
God said he's on the team, so I
Yeah.
guess he's on the team.
He's on both
And if
teams.
God comes in, I'm going to knock his head off.
Okay.
He's busy shopping.
Well, until then,
Until then.
we're done with this episode of Media News. But if you want to read more media news, go to the store's website and check out what Bo sends me, or
How will I know
check
where
out
to
his
go?
reviews. And where's the store's website at? There's only one person in known universe that knows where that is.
It's not me.
And that's Sarah.
Sarah, eh?
www.myalternatereality.com.
Who was that?
So stop at the store's website and check out all of his reviews.
Do you smell potato chips?
I smell stinky perfume.
Oh, that's me.
I told you you should have locked the door.
Oh, he's right. Until next time, this is Comic Book Man
And it's JR.
saying bye.
You heard him.
The December heroes of the month this month are The Men Without Fear, Black Panther, and Daredevil. All month long here at Alternate Reality, all of my Black Panther and Daredevil trade paperbacks and back issues will be 25% off all month long. All my soft covers, all my hard covers, all my essentials, all my masterworks, and of course all the back issues for both Matt Murdock's Daredevil and T'Challa's Black Panther are going to be 25% off all month long. Stop on down. You don't want to miss it. Get your fill of The Men Without Fear.